Have you ever wondered how much money it takes to be considered rich? Bankers and wealth managers have specific categories based on how much you have. If you own more than $1 million in liquid assets, you're called a high net worth individual. By the end of 2018, there were over 14 million millionaires, or HNWIs, across the world. But they aren't all the same. When you look more closely, you'll find different kinds of wealthy people based on how they made their money and what they can afford. In this video, let's explore the different types of wealthy people. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and tap the bell button so you won't miss any of our videos. The first group is what you could call the just got rich folks. These are people who quickly come into a lot of money, often by getting lucky in things like tech startups, cryptocurrency, or becoming famous on social media. They weren't expecting to get rich so fast and usually don't know how to handle their money properly. Because of this, they tend to spend carelessly buying things like expensive vacations, fancy watches, private jets, or the latest gadgets. They don't think much about saving or investing for the future because they believe the money will keep coming in. Most of them don't have a good investment plan and put all their faith in whatever made them rich. But when things change or they make a bad financial choice, they can quickly run into problems. They might end up with a huge house they can't afford, a yacht that costs too much to maintain, or high-tech toys they barely use. Their wealth isn't secure, and when the money stops, they're left with a lot of expensive things, but not much to support their lifestyle in the long run. The second group is the real estate rich. These people aren't really rich yet, but they will be in the future, usually in about 30 years. They're often real estate agents or people with a strong drive to grow their wealth. They use the money they make from their jobs to put down payments on new properties, slowly building their real estate portfolio. They often talk about cash flow, their latest property purchase, how they're increasing the value of their properties, or how they know someone who owns thousands of homes. The truth is, these are usually some of the friendliest and most hard-working people you'll meet. They're not flashy and tend to live modestly. They're disciplined and focused on the long-term game of building wealth through real estate. Most of them live below their means, and while they may not be rich now, they'll eventually be wealthy when they sell or fully develop their collection of properties. The third group is the trading and hedge fund rich. These people are a bit unique, and their lifestyles vary widely. Some are super energetic, living on adrenaline, caffeine, and sometimes other substances to keep going. Traders, especially day traders, love to brag about that one big win they had, showing off their multi-screen setups filled with charts and graphs. They like to think that because they follow the news closely, they have a deep understanding of how the global economy moves every day. But then there's the hedge fund crowd, the big brothers of day traders. Being hedge fund rich means you're at a whole different level. These people have connections to top companies, and their yearly bonuses alone can make them millionaires. However, it comes at a high cost. Hedge fund workers are often the most stressed out. They work long, grueling hours, always fearing they'll mess something up. To cope with the pressure, many rely on energy boosters and spend large amounts of money just to feel alive. While they might be making a fortune, it takes a heavy toll on their personal lives. On the plus side, they usually have some wild stories to share. The fourth group is the royal family rich. These individuals represent some of the oldest money in the world, often coming from long-established families with deep roots in history. You might expect them to be snobby or arrogant, but that's not usually the case. In our experience, many of them are well-mannered and reserved. Even though they enjoy incredible wealth, they feel a strong responsibility to uphold their family's reputation. They often live with the pressure of not wanting to embarrass their family, which makes them more discreet. If you're not paying close attention, you might not even realize how wealthy they are. The signs are usually subtle, like their diplomatic limousines and the aides who accompany them everywhere. They tend to dress elegantly, but don't seek the spotlight. During our university years, we had the chance to get to know someone from a royal family in the United Arab Emirates. We found that, at their core, They were just regular people who had excellent manners and a family name to uphold. While they enjoy their privileges, many of them also feel the urge to let loose and make impulsive choices. However, most choose to stay grounded and avoid those wild moments. The fifth group is called the tech rich. These people are often admired for their intelligence and creativity. They tend to be introverts or geeks with a unique sense of humor and sometimes have questionable fashion choices. Many of them became wealthy by working with friends to create innovative ideas that took off. They usually attract investors who see their company's value in the millions or make a lot of money by selling successful products. People in this group love gadgets and are careful with their money. After a big success, they often take some time off to relax before starting their next project. For them, solving business problems is like putting together a puzzle, and they take their personal growth seriously. They frequently hire coaches, trainers, and mentors and join groups to improve different areas of their lives. The sixth group is called the philanthropic rich. This group often includes entrepreneurs who have created successful businesses, sold them, and are now focused on making a positive impact in the world. Some come from wealthy families but prefer to carve their own paths instead of joining the family business. They travel globally, connect with people, raise funds, and manage projects designed to help those in need or protect important parts of the environment. These individuals excel at building relationships and often leverage their connections to further their causes. Their efforts can lead to significant changes in the lives of people, communities, endangered species, and historical sites. For instance, see what celebrities like Leonardo DiCaprio are doing to fight climate change, how Taylor Swift supports education initiatives, or the work that Oprah Winfrey has done to improve access to education for girls around the world. The seventh group is called the celebrity rich, which includes actors, musicians, athletes, and entertainers who often become wealthy from a major project or breakthrough. Many are first-generation rich, meaning they built their fortunes from scratch. They face immense pressure to maintain a glamorous lifestyle, which can be very expensive and lead to financial challenges. This need to project an image of beauty and luxury often drives them to spend more than they earn. While some celebrities may seem arrogant, the reality is that their time is precious, and fame can vanish quickly. They must work hard to capitalize on their success before it fades. For example, stars like Jennifer Lawrence have transitioned from blockbuster films to producing their own projects, ensuring they stay relevant in the industry. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has expanded his brand into fitness and entertainment, launching a successful tequila brand and a production company. Similarly, musicians like Beyoncé have leveraged their fame to create businesses, including fashion lines and entertainment ventures, securing their financial futures beyond their initial fame. The eighth group is known as the trust fund rich, consisting of children whose parents are often successful individuals from earlier wealth categories. These parents have worked hard to build their fortunes, providing their children with a comfortable lifestyle where financial worries are minimal. Trust fund kids typically fall into two categories. The first group includes entitled individuals who expect everything to be handed to them, reflecting a lifestyle where luxury is a given. This attitude can lead to a lack of appreciation for the hard work their parents put in to create their wealth. The second group is more grounded and deeply values their parents' struggles. They often feel a strong sense of responsibility to uphold their family's legacy and ensure their parents' hard work is not wasted. Many of these individuals seek to contribute positively to society, engaging in philanthropy or starting their own businesses to honor their family's names. Do you want to know more types of wealthy people? This is just the first part of the video. Click the second part and you will be surprised by how wealthy people enjoy their lives. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the notification button to stay updated on the latest.